The realm. Do you know what the realm is? It's the 1,000 blades of Aegon's enemies. A story we agree to tell each other over and over till we forget that it's a lie.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back for another Game of Thrones House of the Dragon update video. HBO has finally given us an official release date for House of the Dragon's very first season. Not only that, but they also revealed new official images of some of the characters during the filming of different scenes from the first season as well. Now, as you all know, House of the Dragon will be the first successor show of Game of Thrones. In this new series, we will see what happened in Westeros roughly 170 years before the main events of A Song of Ice and Fire. House of the Dragon will focus on what happened during what is known as the Dance of the Dragons, when House Targaryen was in a civil war over the Iron Throne, resulting in their very own downfall. Not only would most of the Targaryens die during the Dance of the Dragons, but so would most of their dragons as well.
The Dance of the Dragons. A stupid name for a Targaryen civil war where my ancestors danced away my birthright. Before the war, House Targaryen counted 18 dragons. By the end, we had 2, and nearly as few Targaryens. We would never be as powerful or as feared again.
We should be in for one hell of a ride. Now let me show you some of the new images released by HBO. In the first new photo, we have King Viserys Targaryen himself. He will obviously be the head of House Targaryen, as well as the King of Westeros during the first season of House of the Dragon. Now, if you aren't familiar with how this story will unfold, I will lay out some of the basic information for these characters. The main reason why the Targaryens end up fighting each other over the Iron Throne is because of what happens after King Viserys dies. You see, during King Viserys' reign of the Seven Kingdoms, he actually named his daughter Rhaenyra Targaryen as his heir for the Iron Throne. He initially did this because he wasn't able to have a son with his first wife, Aemma Arryn. Unfortunately, his first wife, along with their son, died shortly after she had the child. Now, since Viserys did not want the Iron Throne to go to his brother Daemon Targaryen, he named his daughter as his successor instead. Now, when all of this was happening, Viserys was still a young man. Although his first wife died, he eventually did get married again to a woman known as Alicent Hightower, who happened to be the daughter of his Hand of the King, Sir Otto Hightower. Shortly after Viserys marries Alicent, they end up having several children together, including several sons. Now, in King Viserys' eyes, this doesn't affect his line of succession. He still allowed his daughter Rhaenyra Targaryen to be his heir for the Iron Throne, although Alicent had now given him several sons. Well, as you can imagine, things don't stay this way after Viserys dies. After he died, Alicent doesn't allow the message to get to Rhaenyra, who was now living on Dragonstone. Instead, she gives the crown to her and Viserys' first son, Aegon Targaryen, the second of his name. As you can imagine, this started an all-out war over the Iron Throne, because Rhaenyra obviously believed it was rightfully hers, which I do agree with. That should be more or less how we see things unfold in the new series. Now, I am obviously leaving out a lot of things, but if you would like a more detailed description of what happened, I will link one of my other videos down below. That video goes over everything George R.R. Martin wrote in his novel Fire and Blood. Alright, now in this next photo we have Rhaenyra Targaryen, daughter of King Viserys Targaryen, and as I just described, she will be his heir for the Iron Throne. Next we have Alicent Hightower, daughter of the Hand of the King, Sir Otto Hightower, and wife of King Viserys Targaryen. She will be one of the main reasons why Rhaenyra doesn't get the Iron Throne immediately after her father died. Here we have Alicent's father, Sir Otto Hightower, who I just mentioned is the Hand of the King. It already looks like he is up to no good in the photo. He's definitely giving me some Littlefinger vibes with that look on his face. Now, in this next photo we have Daemon Targaryen, King Viserys Targaryen's brother. Daemon will without a doubt be one of the most interesting characters in House of the Dragon. He also just so happens to be George R.R. Martin's favorite member of House Targaryen. Now, although he is Rhaenyra Targaryen's uncle, we will see them in an incestuous relationship together. But as you all know, this is nothing new for Game of Thrones. In the next photo, we have Lord Corlys Velaryon and his wife, Rhaenys Targaryen. They will be fighting for the side of Rhaenyra and Daemon. Lord Corlys Velaryon will be one hell of an ally for Rhaenyra and Daemon, because not only is he one of the wealthiest men in the Seven Kingdoms, but he also commands the largest fleet of ships as well. By the age of 37, Corlys was hailed as the greatest seafarer the Seven Kingdoms had ever known. He was also said to be as brilliant as he was restless and adventurous as he was ambitious. He will eventually go on to become the Hand of the Queen for Rhaenyra Targaryen. Now, one of the good things about his wife, Rhaenys Targaryen, is the fact that she is a dragon rider, just like Rhaenyra and Daemon. As you can imagine, this will certainly be of use during the Dance of the Dragons. As a matter of fact, we should see Rhaenys engage in one of the greatest dragon battles during these events. Now, in the next photo, we have a young Rhaenyra Targaryen and a young Alicent Hightower. They were actually good friends before King Viserys died, but we will see where everyone's motives lie once that Iron Throne is up for grabs. They will not remain friends for very long. Next, we have a character known as Mysaria, also known as Lady Misery. Now, although she will become the unofficial Mistress of Whisperers for Rhaenyra Targaryen, Daemon will be sleeping with her as well. According to some records, Rhaenyra actually allows Daemon to have this relationship with her. HBO also released a photo of Sir Criston Cole, who will be the Lord Commander of the Kingsguard for Alicent's son Aegon after he takes the crown and the Iron Throne from Rhaenyra. And last, but certainly not least, we have an official release date for the first season of House of the Dragon. Episode 1 will release this summer on August the 21st, and I for one cannot wait. We now have an official date for when we will finally see House of the Dragon. Hopefully, the Game of Thrones fandom will rise from the ashes like a phoenix to take back its rightful seat as the #1 show on television. As always, make sure you subscribe now if you want to stay up to date on any and all information regarding Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, or A Song of Ice and Fire. As you all know, HBO will be releasing more and more information as we edge closer and closer to that release date. And I will be making videos about everything, every step of the way. I want to thank everyone for stopping by and watching this video. Hopefully I will see all of you back here for my next one. Also, don't forget to watch my other video down below if you want more information about these events. Anyways, have a great day everyone. I will see you soon. Bye.